My name is Daniel, and this is Engineering Success. The unfortunate reality for many students this summer is that they're most likely not going to be able to have an internship, or at least a full internship experience. But that doesn't mean that you can't get ahead of the curve and get some great experience under your belt for this upcoming summer. So here's a few different ideas on things you can do this summer to get ahead of the curve. The first thing you can do if your internship was canceled or if you don't have an internship right now is obviously apply for more. But specifically focus towards online opportunities or programs that have established that they have contingency plans for dealing with remote work or flexible start dates. Make sure also to reach out to the company that hired you for the internship and ask them if there's anything that they can do for you to help you out. They might not be able to offer you the formal internship anymore, but maybe they can offer you a remote design job or a drafting job. And even though that's pretty unlikely, maybe they can at least offer you a letter of recommendation or a referral to another opportunity that they might know that is still going on. If the company can't refer you to another job, they might be able to refer you to employees within the company so you could talk to them and learn more about the company. That's a really good idea so that you can kind of stay in touch with the company and keep the connections going so that way they might be able to offer you an internship for the following summer or a full-time offer for the time that you graduate, if you graduate after the next semester. Do whatever you can to get that company to help you out because they are kind of obligated to you because they offered you an internship and then canceled it. So there's a good chance that they'll be willing to do something to at least help you out in some way or another. One alternative to an internship is doing an online job, and some really good potential opportunities for engineering students are online tutoring jobs. So if you do some research on the different online tutoring jobs that don't require a bachelor's degree and maybe help tutor people or volunteer to help tutor people so that way you're brushing up on your subject material and it's something that you can put on a resume. Another option is an online associate's program like Google where you can provide online technological support where you can get job experience doing something technical, even though it's not necessarily a formal internship. Other than those two ideas, there's probably going to be limited opportunities in the form of paid experience. So the number one thing I recommend to do is pursue a side project. Now, there's plenty of different ways that you can go about pursuing a side project. The first of which is by pursuing a passion project. So if you've ever wanted to do anything engineering related at all, then this is the time to do it. Your own university also might have resources to help students that have been displaced from internships or jobs. It doesn't hurt to send your department chair or one of your professors an email asking them if you can borrow resources, like if you're an electrical engineering major, maybe some different electrical components or microcontrollers or microcomputers. And every single different department has their different resources that they might be able to lend you because they're probably going unused anyways this summer. If you don't know a side project on your own that you already wanted to pursue, another really good resource for getting an inspiration for a side project is asking one of your professors. Some professors have different design projects that they've wanted to accomplish or different research related things that they've wanted to do, and you might be able to find a job to do or a research opportunity to take on. Maybe your university will even pay you for it, or you're at least getting a recommendation from your professor. Another really good resource if you don't know any projects that you want to pursue on your own is looking at different universities. So different universities will post senior design projects, past ones or topic ideas. I've actually compiled a list of just a few, but you can just look up any university really and just put engineering senior design project or engineering design project, and you'll find plenty of different projects. And if the university publishes them in detail, you might even see the work that the students did, and you could either take your own spin on those projects or you could look at what they've done, try to replicate it and maybe improve it in some way. Another really good source for project inspiration is the national organizations, the civil engineering organizations, the mechanical engineering organization, the electrical engineering organization. You know what organization is most relevant to your discipline, and if you don't, then you can just kind of Google the name of your discipline and then professional organization, and there's chances are they have national contests that happen each year. What you could do is you could, if they've posted it already, get a head start on next year's project, or you can take a look through their historical projects and find one that seems interesting to you and one that you can pursue, and then you can use that as your project for the summer. The most important thing, though, if you just do decide to pursue a side project, is that you treat it like it's a true design project. And that means that you basically apply the same standards to yourself that one of your professors that would be grading you would. You track all of your progress, you catalog the design process, maybe even come up with a presentation or a report of some sorts that you can either have one of your professors give you feedback on, or you can make a video about on YouTube, or one that you can just keep so that way whenever you're applying for different jobs and people ask you what you did this summer, you have something to reference them to. Beyond pursuing a side project, another thing you could do is learn a new skill. For example, if you've always wanted to learn how to use a different 3D modeling software or a process modeling software, or learn how to code a new language, this is the summer to do it. And there's plenty of online resources that are free. YouTube is a great resource, but there's also plenty of other different resources online. I know that my university gives all the students a free subscription to Lynda, so your university might also have similar online free learning subscriptions that you may have never even known that you could take advantage of. So make sure to do your research and see what different kind of free learning softwares that your university provides, and take advantage of them this summer. Once you've learned these new skills, another thing you can do is you can try to incorporate this new skill that you've learned into your design project. So that way, whenever you're talking about what you did this summer, you can say, well, I learned XYZ new skill and then I applied it in this design project that I created for myself. Another thing you could do is take an online class. Now, this is potentially really useful if you go to a university like my university, where they actually didn't accept online credits. But because of this situation, my university operates online, so I assume that they'd also make that kind of exception available for students taking summer classes online. So take advantage of this time to take an online class, and especially if your university offers the opportunity for you to take a semester off to do a co-op, maybe consider trying to get ahead a semester so that way one of your future semesters you could take off the semester to get an internship experience or do a co-op. Another really good thing to do to keep your mind active and engaged towards your career is potentially reading leadership books or engineering related books or any other books that are related to your industry. Take this time to reach out to as many different engineering professionals that you know to learn about their careers and the companies that they work for or have worked for. Unfortunately, a lot of engineering professionals are experiencing furloughs right now, so they might be more willing to talk to you and tell you about their experience and their career because they kind of have more time to. This also applies to people that are still working jobs. I know personally, if anybody from my university reached out to me and wanted to learn more about what I do, I'd be more than willing to try to make time to sit down and talk to them about what I do and do whatever I can to help them out. In general, the situation that we're in right now obviously isn't ideal. And companies will understand if you have a little bit of a gap on your resume. But everybody is in this boat, so all you can do right now is do the best you can to set yourself apart from others. And the way that you can set yourself apart from others is by taking the situation and making the best you can out of it. So do your best to at least come away from this summer with one accomplishment that you can point back to whenever somebody says, "What'd you do in summer 2020?" I hope you found the video helpful and useful, and I hope that you take this summer and you make the best out of it and pursue one of these opportunities or another opportunity that I didn't list. If there are any that I missed, be sure to leave them down in the comment section down below. And if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and maybe even consider hitting that notification bell so you get a notification each time I upload a video. If you have any topics that you want me to cover in another video, please make sure to also leave that down in the comment section, or I've also left my contact information and my social media information down below, so you're more than welcome to contact me one of those ways as well to give me any ideas or feedback or anything else that I can do.